in a tough environment. It's usually tough to come in and play in. It's great to get that feeling of winning again, and let's just try to continue to keep this thing going.
Coach said focus was really there this week. Did you sense that? You guys were really well prepared, ready to go today?
Yeah, I think with us being in Bellevue for a week, it forces you to continue to bond with one another. You don't have our families weren't here. They may have came at the end of the week, but just towards the earlier part of the week, we had a lot of time to just bond with each other. Then when you went out to the practice field, you just saw that look in everyone's eyes that, man, we want to get back to winning, and it was just great. We had a great week in Bellevue, and it was just great to get the win.
You told Tracy after the game that you got emotional pregame. What were you thinking about?
So I was just thinking about the process from the time I was injured up until now, and just thinking about all the ones who believed in me, and just being back on this stage and getting to show how faithful God is. All my emotions were just running at the same time.
Teddy, how long did it take you to settle in after the emotions?
I was settled from the jump. Like Coach mentioned, we had a great week of practice. Everyone had that look in their eyes, and we knew that it was going to be a tough environment to come and play in, but I knew that we had to remain poised in the noise, and we did a great job of doing that. Of course, we had some things and some communication things go wrong early in the game, but once we fixed those things, we were able to get things rolling.
Teddy, did those emotions hit you for the first time getting ready for the game today, or all week it kind of crept up every once in a while?
No, it just hit me right before the game. And I had joked with the guys, like, man, I haven't felt this feeling since 2015 or the playoff game against Seattle in 2016. But it was just great. The guys were very supportive. And then when you go out there on the football field and you can have a punt return for a touchdown, a fumble return for a touchdown by the defense, and defense is doing a great job of getting them off the field, it just makes your job of playing quarterback that much easier.
You had one, there was a 3rd and 5 in the drive at the end of the first half where you hit Mike Thomas for like 14 yards. And it seemed like at that point, it was really clicked after that. Do you remember that moment? Like, was there any kind of turning point in that drive for you?
Yeah, and we were trying to make sure that we could secure some points before the half. We knew that we would get the ball back. And for me, it just took for me to realize that, man, I have one of the best wide receivers in the NFL out here, and I get to throw the ball to him whenever I feel like it. And just use your guys. You watch Alvin make plays all day. You watch Mike when you throw it to him, it's a for sure catch. So in that moment, we knew that if we can convert right there and get Mike going, we knew that we could get after those guys.
How amazing is Alvin to watch sometimes?
Man, he's like the human joystick. You give him the ball, he's spinning, he's juking, he's bouncing off of guys. And as a quarterback, when you can throw him a screen and you watch the play happen, it's like, man, this guy, he's a bad man. And we're glad he's on our team, and he's one of those guys who's one of the leaders on offense.
Teddy, you mentioned special teams and defense setting the tone and helping you, but winning on the road in a place like this, what does it do for your confidence?
It does a lot. We know that we have a good football team, but I think coming into this game, we were a desperate team. We knew that we needed to win, and we were desperate for the win. And when we played with that mindset, it gave us that chip on our shoulders. Like, man, we're not leaving out of here without a win. And DeMario, he talked about hunting in the pregame and things like that. And those guys were hunting on defense and kicking game, and we were trying to do our part on offense.
What did DeMario's pregame speak? Usually that's Drew's thing, but DeMario looked like he felt it.
Yeah, that just says a lot about this team. We have a great group of captains, and to watch DeMario step in pregame and give a speech like that to get the guys fired up to play, it does something to you. And everyone responded well, and we came out with the victory.
Teddy, Sean Payton said that you mixed some things up in the meeting last night. He teased. First of all, can you describe, you don't have to give all the details of what you did, but in general, what was it that you wanted to change up?
Well, I just wanted to move up our dot meeting, dotting the players that I like to run. I just bump it up about an hour and a half or so, and that was about it.
And did you do it intentionally to be like, let's not do everything the same because you're not trying to replace someone else?
No, not at all. It was just one of those things where I felt like we had some time and we could just bump it up, and we did.
You threw your hat to the stands post-game. What was going through your mind as you were running?
Man, so this morning when I woke up, I told myself, man, no matter what happens, I'm a winner. And, you know, we all talk about winning on the football field, but, you know, I feel like I'm a winner in life because I try not to make it about me, but I just think about, you know, the process that I had to go through and to get here and all the ones who believed in me. You know, those are the winners with me. And then when I'm out there on the football field and we were able to win a football game like that, my emotions are at an all-time high. I can't wait to get back in the locker room and celebrate with the guys who made this happen. And, you know, I just tossed my hat. It was like a toss of joy.
I heard Chop style playing in the post-game locker room. You hit Mike like that?
Yeah, they forced me to do it. I was trying to keep my cool, but Craig and Doug Williams forced me to do it, Marcus Williams.
When was the last time you talked to Drew?
So when I got to the locker room, Drew had texted my phone. And, I mean, we have been texting all week. And, you know, we love Drew, and he loves us. And we know that he wanted to be here, and he wanted to be on the sideline. But, you know, he's a guy who's very supportive. You know, everyone sees what goes on in football, but he's one of those guys who's very supportive in life. You know, he's checking on you and things like that.
Did he give you that one message this week that sort of really motivated you? Anything particularly he said?
Honestly, it's one message that he gave me a while back, and this has stuck with me. Just completions are good. You know, and that's my mindset when I'm out there. Just find completions, and the rest will take care of itself.
Teddy, Elvin said that you and him were talking on the sideline before you all even entered the game, and just talking about starting. Like, what was your mindset in that moment, just like knowing that you're about to kind of get on the field and talking out?
I was excited, but just watching Alvin, he's always calm, cool, and I try to be calm and cool also. But he's one of those guys who just reassures that, man, you know, we got this. Let's bring the energy. Let's play. And he's one of those guys who's very excited about playing the game. If you're not getting excited about playing the game, you shouldn't play it. And he's one of those guys who makes sure that everyone on the sideline is excited about what we're about to do.
Teddy, the emotions before the game, was it different than Week 17 last year when you got back in and started that game?
Yeah, it was very different. And you never want to take the game for granted. I think last year what happened, you know, we had a playoff spot locked up. And to come into a game like this today that has more meaning, it was one of those games where, you know, your emotions are high because this game does have meaning, and you haven't experienced this in a long time. But I think I was able to do a great job of controlling them. Coaching staff did a great job of, you know, calling a great game plan, and, you know, the playmakers that we have, offensive line, we gave up 0 sacks today. So whenever you can go out there and come away from a game clean, you're able to balance your emotions and stay composed.
Teddy, you said earlier this week people probably hadn't seen the real Teddy Bridgewater with the Saints yet. How much did you need to find out what you were going to do out there? I mean, were you sure that you had this in you, or did you need to see it too?
No, I was sure. You know, I've been sure since I stepped back on the field. And, you know, I mentioned that sometimes I found myself not being myself earlier in my days here. But, you know, I think I've had this week, and the guys, coaching staff, they just reassured me and my family, you know, you're Teddy, you know, and, you know, be you. But, and that's been my message to the guys all week. Just be you, be the best version of yourself that you can be. And challenge the guys this week, and, you know, they answered the challenge.
How much does it calm your nerves when you take the field and you already got a 7-0 lead before you get out?
Oh, that's a great way to start a football game. You know, whenever you can come out on the field and you're up 7-0 without even having to do anything, it's kind of, you know, relaxing, but you still want to stay in that aggressive mindset and, you know, continue to try to run up the score.
It felt like in the preseason, you mentioned no sacks in the preseason, and even last week, holding on to the ball for a while, getting hit, and decisiveness. Was that anything you were working on, trying to, you know, release the ball quicker or making quicker decisions?
Yeah, that just goes back to me being me, and just playing the game the way that I know how to play it. And that's just getting the ball to the playmakers outside and allowing those guys to make plays, and we were able to do that today.
And you obviously had a tough decision to make this offseason between, I don't know if it was being impatient and getting back on the field sooner with possibly another team, or staying here and being patient. I mean, I think you were already content with your decision, but the way things have unfolded, has that, you know, been even all the more rewarding for you?
You can say that, but unfortunately, the way it happened, you know, you don't wish that on anyone. But, you know, I told the guys when we came in after the game, just cherish these moments because you never know when it can be taken away from you. And, you know, I'm grateful to have this opportunity, and I just want to make the best of it.
You told that like you addressed the team sort of, or just like?
Yeah, so,
Is that
yeah.
rare for you? Like, is that something you hadn't done a lot
I
previously?
mean, I haven't done it in a while, but, you know, my emotions were high, and, you know, I just wanted to, you know, leave a message with the guys.
Did you talk to Russell after the game at all?
What's that?
Russell Wilson, yeah.
Yeah, we talked, and, you know, he's a great guy. Just asked how my family's doing and told him to tell him that he said hello. Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats.